Yes, people, my name is Naffe. This is United Point, and we are back, and this is the match review. First of all, if you haven't watched the match highlights from, well, yesterday, day before, please go watch it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as well. And yeah, let's get straight into it. What can I say? That match against Newcastle was, I've had time to think about it. I've had time to calm down, gather my thoughts, and there's not much I can say that is positive. The game from the get-go to the finish was very pathetic from every single player, par David De Gea. Very poor, very disappointing. We've all waited 2 weeks for that match, and if I knew they were gonna play like that, I'd have probably waited another month or so, maybe 2 months. Like, I just didn't want to see anything like that, and it is quite scary. We're in a very peculiar situation. We're fighting for fourth. Tottenham, Arsenal looking good. Neither of them have European football anymore. We still do. They have games. They've played more games than us. It's just we're not in a good position. And when you're in a position like this, you want your players to be in form. You want them to have chemistry at least. You know what I mean? You want to have faith in your team. You want to know what your team are going to provide when they go out onto the pitch. And honestly, I don't know. They could come out and play like prime. Not even a prime. I just don't know. I expect more. I expect more negative performances than positives at this point, and it's quite sad, especially the fact that we've got a new manager, and it just looks like these players don't want to play for this manager. If you guys don't know, there's actually rumours going around. There's been leaks coming from inside the dressing room saying that the players don't like the training. The players don't basically like what Ralph is doing, and it is alarming because Ralph is an actual manager. He's not a best friend. Ollie came there and coached like he was a best friend. He managed like he cared more about how the players felt than how they were actually performing. You can see this when, he came out in an interview, said something about Rashford having to focus more on football, comes out the next day straight away and says and apologises. Ollie was more of a best friend than a manager. He played with vibes. Ralph is coming in and he's trying to implement good coaching ideas. He's trying to implement a hard-working footballer's mindset. And the players apparently don't want it. They just don't want it. And you can see that in the match against Newcastle. You can see it against Norwich. They don't want it. You can see it in Ralph's first match. They came out for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, doing what Ralph football, quote-unquote, does. High press, intense rock and roll football. After 20 minutes, the players said, you know what? F that, bun that. I don't want any part of it. We're going back to Ollie football. And ever since those 20 minutes, we've seen Ollie football. So this is what I mean. Man United in a very peculiar spot. I know this is a match reaction, and I'm gonna start to focus mainly on the reaction, but we are in a very scary position. If you're a Man United fan, you should be holding your breath because I don't know what to expect. All the pundits are talking about the players whinging and whatnot, focusing on foreign players. There's no comments about how rubbish Harry Maguire has been this whole season. There's no comments about how rubbish Rashford has been. No comments like that. Oh, let's talk about Ronaldo. Ronaldo is one of the only positive things we can take away from this season, and they're focusing a lot of criticism on Ronaldo. Harry Maguire is a captain of this club, and he's been consistently a worse player this season. There's nothing around Maguire. I don't understand. British media is the worst media you will find in the world after American media. It's as simple as that. American media is just a bunch of idiots and joke men. And so, weirdly, people actually follow American media. Come over the pond, come to British media. It's just as bad. They just pick and choose certain things to pick on, and people just listen. People are blinded by it. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother story. what I'm trying to say is we're in a scary spot right now. Very scary. Fighting for fourth. Two teams are probably more favourite right now than us to achieve fourth place by the end of the season. And, it is an upwards battle. And I'm just not sure if the players are willing to fight this battle, if I'm being totally honest. But yeah, moving on to the actual match. Brighton just equalised with Chelsea, 1-1. Nice. Boy, oh boy. From the first minute to the 90th minute, it was rubbish. The players looked lethargic. They looked tired. They looked like they had no chemistry with each other. It looked like they haven't played football with each other. It looked like a bunch of people turning up and just playing football with random people. I mean, I gave that analogy in the watch along. And it's not the first time. Norwich was the same thing. Newcastle now. Norwich and Newcastle are the two worst teams in the Premier League, and both of them put up a very good fight with, people could argue both Newcastle and Norwich deserve to win. They're 20th and 19th. We're fighting for 4th. So if we're struggling to get points against Norwich and Newcastle, where are we gonna actually go in and be favourites to get points? If we're struggling against 19th and 20th, what makes you think we're gonna play? Forget even the top 4. What makes you think we're gonna play the 13th ranked team, 12th team, the 10th team, and come out with 3 points convincingly? We're not. Honestly, we're not. And this is where it's very scary. But yeah, sorry, I keep moving away from the match. It's just the match. To summarize the match, it was a disgrace. It was a disgrace. From start to finish, the players couldn't pass. Number one, for me, that was the number one issue. Players can't even make 5-yard passes. These lot are on ridiculous wages, getting paid ridiculous amounts of money, and they can't pass a football. People that have played football have been passing the ball since they were 2 years old. Now you're telling me you're earning millions, legit thousands a minute or whatever, and you can't pass the ball 5 yards. It's not on. On top of that, the chemistry, second point, the chemistry at the club is atrocious. Honestly, I hate what is going on at the club in terms of on-pitch chemistry. These lot are posting numerous pictures on a regular basis about how good the vibes are on the training ground. You step on the pitch, it's like the players don't know each other. So what is going on at training? Who is... So that's another thing. So passing, chemistry, work ethic is horrendous. The work ethic that I saw yesterday was absolutely horrendous. It was ridiculous. There's no passion. This quote-unquote rock and roll football with high press, we saw none of it. Players can't run. Now, I don't know if this is due to the COVID break. However, if they're not fit enough to play due to COVID and whatnot, don't pick them. So I'm not even going to take COVID as an excuse. These lot don't care. I just feel like they don't care. They're just here to pick up a wage. I honestly feel that is how it is. You got players like McTominay who are pure heart and pure passion, but when it comes to skill and talent, he's rubbish. Okay, let me not disrespect him. He's not rubbish. He's a Premier League footballer. Of course he's not rubbish. But he's not Man United quality. That's what I'm talking about. Fred next to him. There's no way on earth he's Man United quality. And these are players, they've lost the midfield battle to every single team that we've played this season, apart from Tottenham. They've lost the midfield battle against Newcastle, Norwich, Watford. Those are 3 horrible teams that we should be dominating in the midfield, and we're getting battered. Absolutely battered. Our midfield is a joke. And if you look behind the midfield, you've got a flipping brick-faced idiot. That's apparently our captain. He's the captain of this club. And he's the worst player in our club. So what have I talked about? Passing, chemistry, work ethic, What else? What I mean, if your players can't pass, if your players lack chemistry and they don't have a work ethic, how do you actually expect to win games? Please, how? Yesterday, the other day, the Newcastle match, it was horrendous. I'm not gonna lie to you. And when Ralph got appointed, a lot of people were saying give these players a clean slate. I wasn't one of them. I was not one of them. These players have let down numerous managers. What makes you think they're gonna do anything new with Ralph? Someone who's stubborn in his ideals. He's stubborn in how he wants his team to play football. These lot hate that. These lot flourish off a manager that eats their ass. If pardon me, but that's how Ollie ate their ass. It's as simple as that. It's not Ralph's coming in and he's not eating any ass. I'm sorry with my analogies, but it's just not gonna work. Either we need to get rid of half of this team and start new, brand new, yeah, which is what I think has to happen. Or this whole idea about appointing Ralph and whatnot is a waste of time. I'm just gonna be stuck in this limbo land of being shit but good. Fighting for fourth, getting Champions League, getting kicked out, fighting for Europa, fighting for fourth, getting Champions League. That cyclical nature of just shitness. We're gonna be stuck in it. I don't know where to go, if I'm being totally honest with you. I'll give you my player ratings for the game. David De Gea 8. He saved us a numerous amount of times, as he has consistently done throughout the season. Man of the match, in my opinion, for us. Diego Dalot 4. I don't know. I said in my match preview we should be looking to pick Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw because they're defensively better than our current fullbacks, and we're coming against the best one-on-one player in the Premier League this season. He picks Dalot. That's on the manager. Going forward, I didn't think Dalot was that good. Defensively, he wasn't good. Next to him, Varane. Varane, I don't know. Maybe he's just nervous. Maybe, he hasn't played in a while. First game since November the 2nd, I believe. Cool. Rust, maybe 4 out of 10. I did think he was quite rubbish. I mean, his first mistake led to a goal. Maguire next to him, 2 out of 10. You're the captain of this club. You've been the captain of this club. And you're just a horrible footballer. You offer no leadership skills whatsoever. And I have no idea how you are still the captain of our club. I have no idea why we even signed you for that ridiculous amount of money. And I have no idea as to why you aren't being dropped and your captaincy, why hasn't it been stripped away from you? I have no idea. I have no clue. He is rubbish. He is rubbish. He is the worst centre-back I have seen in a long time. I would rather Tyrone Mings next to Varane. And Mings, I'd rather Konza. I was laughing at Arsenal when they signed Ben White. Give us Ben White. I'll take Ben White every single day of the month, of the year, over Harry Maguire. He's atrocious. Harry Maguire too. If he's still the captain by the end of the season, I can't be bothered with this club. Honestly, this club, we're just spiraling out of control. Next to him, Tellez, 5 out of 10. I didn't think he didn't really do anything wrong. Didn't really do too much throughout the game. Going forward, he was off. Going forward, everyone was shit. Defensively, I can't really remember him doing anything wrong or getting beaten or whatnot. So 5. In front of them, McTominay and Fred. McTominay 3, rubbish. Fred 3, rubbish. Can't pass, can't defend, can't attack, can't even run now apparently. What is the point of them being on the pitch? I have no idea. In front of them, Bruno Fernandes. You know what? I'm going to give Bruno Fernandes a 5. People are going to get onto him for sending long balls and passing and doing this and doing that. Well, what the fuck do you expect from him? If he's the only person that can actually link the defence to attack, it's 1 against 4. It's him against the whole of Newcastle's midfield and back line. What do you give Bruno Fernandes a fucking break? Honestly. He's having to drop deep. He's having to come next to McTominay and Fred to get the ball. He's then being pressed by numerous Newcastle players. Fred and McTominay are hiding behind these Newcastle players, so they're not providing him any options. It's either he passes back, which Man United hate, from the coaches to the fans, or he sends it long. is either one of them, so pick your poison. The one obviously sent it long numerous times, but eventually it worked. And that's how we got our goal. Pinged it long to Sancho. Sancho cut it back. Cavani scored. So please give Bruno Fernandes a fucking break. Because yeah, I understand he can be frustrating. He gives it away numerous times. But guess what? Eventually, when he doesn't give it away, he might actually produce something that can get us a point. Because without Bruno Fernandes yesterday, we wouldn't have scored. It's as simple as that. So 5. I understand he's very annoying sometimes. But if without him, we're finished. No one in our whole team can link the defense to attack. If Bruno gets injured, God help us. What, do you want little Jesse to come in? Next to him, Marcus Rashford, 3. He's fucking rubbish right now and he needs to be dropped. It's as simple as that. Defensively, he can't defend anyway. I mean, he got skinned by flipping that Brazilian Don. We made him look world class yesterday. I forgot his name already. And going forward, he's been rubbish the whole season. He's been rubbish for 2 seasons, maybe 3. And in my opinion, he's regressed from the player he was 4 years ago. Many people can give us reasons as to why. You tell me. He needs to be dropped. Sancho, when he came on, 3. Actually, he got an assist, 4. Without the assist, I thought he was quite rubbish, to be honest with you. But he got an assist, so fair enough. Mason Greenwood, I actually felt like he was probably our best player in the first half. I don't know why he got taken off, so I'll give him a 6. And Ronaldo, I'll give Ronaldo a 4. He was... I mean, what can he have... You can't expect Ronaldo to do anything if people can't make 5-yard passes to him. I'm thinking of the Rashford shot, the counter-attack now, off of a corner, falls to Rashford. You've got Ronaldo and Bruno running down the wing, 5 yards in front of them. Rashford pings it out for throw-in. Ronaldo isn't Superman. He's not the Ronaldo he was 10 years ago, 15 years ago for Man United, running and sprinting and doing up a madness. He needs service. No one in our team can provide him with any service. What do you want him to do? And you know what? He continued to work hard until the very last minute. So, fair enough on Ronaldo. I respect it. He should be our captain. Cavani came on, he got a goal, 6. I really do feel like Cavani needs to be the one up front with Ronaldo. And yeah. I don't want this video to go on for too long. We're coming up to 20 minutes. Man United is a joke. We need to fix up before... I don't know. I was going to say before we get established as a joke team, but we pretty much are. Because we are worse than Arsenal. Are we as bad as Tottenham? Are we worse than Tottenham? Are we better than Tottenham? That's a question that can be answered many ways. I just don't know. I just don't know. It's looking very scary. It's looking very scary. But yeah, that is my match review. Atrocious. Summarize it up in one word. Atrocious. Embarrassing. I'm gonna have numerous more videos coming up now because obviously we've got a game tomorrow. And yeah, make sure to tune in for those. My name's Naffe. This is the United Point. Have a great night. Peace.